Hey guys, what's going on? So I don't typically like making videos like this where I'm talking about an update. Like, I'm gonna be like, Demon Hunter talents! Demon Hunter talents are a thing, but we don't know what they are. So, that's funny. That's fun. I'm gonna talk about Demon Hunter talents. And we don't know what they are. So who like I don't normally like making videos like this, but this was actually a very exciting update, even though we have zero information as to what any of this means. Um, I usually like to wait for like when you get like concrete information, like what are the demon hunter talents. Technically, sometimes I don't even like talking about it then. I like talking about it when we can see it, but sometimes I don't even like talking about it then because even when they talk about it in text form, and then even when you see it, you still don't know how it plays, so it still doesn't even matter until you actually use it. Um, but yeah, here we are, 3 levels back. We're going to talk about some stuff because I think this is like the most excited I think I've been for an update in a little bit. Because this is a lot of crazy stuff. A new event. So the second half of June is when this is going to release, which is soon. A new event. The Dragon Rift. Stand together as a clan, muster all your courage and strength, and fight incredible monsters with our treasures. I like this idea. I like this idea that it gives another reason for you to kick people in your clan that aren't participating in the thing. But that's literally what this is going to be, right? Like, you need your clan to fight a dragon or whatever to get free stuff. And you know that like 50% of your clan isn't even going to play the event. They're going to be like, oh, there's too much stuff in this game. This game is terrible. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe this is just me being pessimistic about clan participation. But I like this. I like the idea. I like the idea of utilizing your clan for something other than just tournament. And it's something that you can participate in to get free rewards. A lot of people complain about this game, about the grind, about like how long it takes you to get legendaries. You have to spend money. But the thing that this game provides you is just so many free rewards for just doing things. Just participate in the game and you will get free stuff. Like I've played other phone games where the only way to get quote unquote legendary things are through a chest and the chest is random. Imagine if the only way you could get a legendary is by opening up an Archmage chest. That's the only way. You could not get a legendary in events. You could not get a legendary through tournament. You could not get a legendary through free-to-play pass. Imagine if the only way you could get a random legendary is by paying 1,100 for like an Archmage chest. I've played games that are like that. The amount of free rewards that you can get in this game, I feel like it's really good by the developers, like from the developers. Like they don't have to do any of that. When like when they started to implement the idea that whenever you upgrade your unit, you can share a bonus to your clan. By being in a clan, you're getting free rewards for doing nothing. I like the idea that this is another way to involve your clan into something. I like that. I like that this is a way to want to join a clan because then you can participate in this event. And I like the idea that if your clan is good, you can all share in free rewards. So I like this change. Changes in PvP, Armored League, and daily bonuses for the first victory. I don't think Armored League is going to be a thing. That's probably like a high level thing. Like they're just adding another like layer to like difficult, like up their players. But daily bonuses for the first victory, that's really good. What's it called? Tournament or the season is about to reset. I will say it again. I should probably say it in every video. Stop playing PvP. Stop playing PvP. Stop playing PvP. Because when this tournament... Oh, this is PvP. Daily bonuses for the first victory. I guess play the one victory in PvP and play the one thing per day, and then like de-rank yourself. Just do that. But stop playing PvP. Demon Hunter talents. Let's move on. Hero changes. In this update, Jay, Marie, Snowflake, and Mermaid will receive improved abilities and visual changes in combat. We plan to introduce such changes for several more heroes in the future. Here's my idea. Here's my theory. They are obsessed with squares. Obsessed. Gadget squares, J squares, right? Necromancer has a tile. You can get the Necromancer tile, right? The insta-kill tile. Zeus did not, in its original form, have squares. The upgrade squares that, like Zeus is known for now, it didn't have that. It wasn't that great of a hero. It was good because it did like damage, and then your stuff got like boosted, right? But it didn't have the upgrade squares. The upgrade squares is what made it good. My idea for this update, I think, it's a theory, you can look back on this and be like, you were wrong, or I'm going to be right. I think Snowflake is going to have weakness tile squares. That's the only kind of square that they don't really have. What's it called? Like, gadget squares are like speed, attack speed, and like crit chains or something like that. And then J squares are attack speed squares. And then like the Necromancer tile is like an insta-kill tile square. And then the Zeus squares are upgrade tile squares. They don't have a weakness square. And I think that with the toxicity of playing Snowflake, where it just auto freezes, things, and then you play it in the Frost, Witch, Shaman, Minotaur deck, right? Can you imagine if you also got weakness tiles and then you ran Amulet of Weakness? Like if you could get 4 weakness tiles sent to your opponent and then a 5th weakness tile with the magic or with the Amulet of Weakness, and then a curse tile because of the witch, right? I think they're gonna do it. I don't know this for fact, but I know that they're obsessed with giving things squares, and that's my theory. I think that they're gonna rework Snowflake that nobody uses, and give her like weakness squares. You heard it here first. Breaking news. I think Mermaid is something that they need to upgrade because it's an epic hero, and I don't think anybody plays it. I mean, like the reason why is also because it's just really high level. It's like it's new. It's newer, so people probably don't have it at max. But like I never see it anywhere. I never see anybody playing it. I think Marie is cool. The ability to like summon things, like I've always, like I said in my past videos, I've always liked that. A new morale calculation formula has been implemented. So if you don't know what that is, when you use specific units, they each have a morale level, and for the most part, a lot of them are terrible. And then what's weird is that some of them are overly good. Crystalmancer is one that is overly good, as is Mime, and that is adding how much you get per second. And your heroes need a specific amount of morale to activate the ability. So the higher morale of your deck, the higher amount of morale per second, at which point your thing will refill quicker. I'll show you really quick. Okay, so Blade Dancer at level 9. My morale is 1.9. At max, it'll be 1.9 plus 0.6. I will have 2 morale for this unit, right? Dryad will probably give you more. My morale right now is 5. At max, 7, 8, 9, what is that? 9, 10, 11? 11. At max, my Dryad will give you 11 mana, or 11 morale per second. Gadget, to activate, needs 1200 morale. My morale per second, it's right there. the total amount is 24. Oh god, sorry. I think I have another sneeze. I always have two sneezes. Nope, just the one. Okay. This deck, at its current level, I'm getting 24 per second. This deck, I'm getting 23 per second. This deck, I'm getting 23%. This, I'm getting 16 per second. And then this one, I'm getting 17 per second. And then each of your units have a different amount of morale that you need. So, for instance, to activate a level 14 trainer, it's 800 morale. Whereas, like I said, with Gadget, because it's a better hero, you need 1200 morale. I think J is the quickest one. And that's 500 morale. That's why you're always able to use J. What's funny is somebody actually made the morale deck. And I think they were using Marie. They were just doing it for fun. And it was really funny. It's just like the wackiest looking deck. I'm pretty sure, I think this is the deck. I think there's a legendary in it. Oh my god. I know that if I see it, I will remember. Is it Priestess? I know it's Banner. I know it's most of this. So for some reason, these specific cards have a ridiculously high morale. And I don't know why, but it's like, this is a 9+1. At max, this is 12. Crystalmancer for some reason. 9.5. Thrower. What is this? 11.2. Banner. 13. And I want to say it was Portal Keeper. And you get a 12. Even at my current level, I'm getting 47 per second. Which, again, normal Blade Dancer deck, 24. The difference, 47. And so morale was always kind of a wacky inclusion. And so they're saying that a new morale calculation formula has been implemented. I hope they change some of the numbers around, and I hope that they change some of the hero numbers around. But I think that that's what they mean by that. And that's, I've never really talked about morale, but it is a factor in your game. It's why that it's a reason to upgrade units that don't really matter. Like when your deck runs Harley Quinn, you can upgrade it and you will get a better morale. So even though Harley Quinn, you're not getting any bonuses from it upgrading, you're getting damage, but damage is negligible. The debuff, is kind of a thing, but not really a thing, right? Technically, your morale is going up, so it will help you in that way, and you'll get your hero power faster. Like marginally faster, but faster, right? Major balance changes for units and talents. Robot, Monk, Cultist, Bruiser, Demonologist, Inquisitor, Gargoyle, Priestess, Portal Keeper, Minotaur, and more. What does that even mean? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How do you name 10 units and you say and more? What does that even mean? Like, oh, we just didn't want to name 30 units? Like, what does that mean? Oh, we just didn't... We want you to think there's gonna be a whole bunch more, but there's actually just the one more. We just wanted to stop typing. What does that even mean? How do you name 10 units in this thing and then you say and more? What does and more mean? Does it mean 11 units? You just didn't want to type out the other thing and you wanted to keep us on our toes? Or does it mean that it's 10 units but you're actually doing 40 units? Or like what does that mean? Like, that's already a large number. Like, I would get, like, if you were like, oh, yeah, Robot, Monk, Cultist, and more. It's like, oh, like, that would be really exciting. Like, what are the other units, right? But, like, if you name 10 things and then just suddenly stop and you're like, and more, what is that? I don't know. I feel like they're going to nerf Portal Keeper. Like I really feel like I feel like Portal Keeper. I'm gonna post a video like why Portal Keeper makes every deck better. But I do think that they're gonna nerf Portal Keeper, and I think that they're gonna nerf it. Somebody wrote it in the comments, like just a sarcastic comment, and then I thought about it, and I was like, yeah, they would do that. If you think about Portal Keeper as a unit, right? At its core, Portal Keeper moves things and shields them. Technically, it only has to move things. It doesn't have to do anything else. It doesn't have to shield it. It doesn't have to take away the debuffs. And those are two major things that it does. Because in actuality, like what it technically is, what its major function is, it's to move units on the field. That's it. That is its major like thing that it does. They could add shield and taking away effects as a talent. They could technically make it the same talent, so you have to choose. Like, do you want it to shield? So you always have to worry about moving it so that it's shielded? Or do you want to be able to not care about it and then be able to take away debuffs and, you know, like do it afterwards? Taking away debuffs would actually be the better one. But you wouldn't be able to shield stuff, so you wouldn't be able to try like Tribunal Shield or like a Warlock. You would still be susceptible to Warlock. Or if you switched it, you would lose the Portal Keeper. I think they would do that. Because I think in its current form, Portal Keeper does too much. And I'll admit that. I love Portal Keeper. I think Portal Keeper makes every deck better. Every deck is made better just by having Portal Keeper in it, even if it doesn't need to have Portal Keeper. The ability to move anything anywhere, the ability to shield, the ability to take away debuffs, like the usage in Blooming Dash Blade Dancer, one of the better decks. Like everything about Portal Keeper is amazing. And I feel like they would make both of those not only a talent, but the same talent, as in like you have to choose one or the other. Like you can either have a witch hit you and move it afterwards to take away the debuff, and then you can just, you know, use Portal Keeper for moving and for taking away debuffs, or you can use it for shielding. So like let's say the witch is gonna hit you, you can move it and shield it, but if you don't react quick enough, then then you have the debuff on you, and you have to get rid of the debuff in some different way. But if you are going to get Warlocked, you can move it, and you'll get the shield, right? But if you had the debuff and you have a Warlock, if you switch it, you're not removing a debuff, and your Portal Keeper will die. And so there's like bonuses, and you know, like the having to choose if it was a talent. I feel like they're going to take away both things and be like, yeah, this is going to get a talent in the future, and it's going to be the same one. You have to pick. If I were to change Portal Keeper, that's how I would change it. Because I think that having both and then getting talents on top of that, all of that, would be too good. Like, what talents do you give it? I've been waiting for Portal Keeper talents for years. I have said that Portal Keeper is one of the best units ever since I made a tier list. Ever since I started this YouTube channel. My hot take was Portal Keeper is the best card in this game. So I think they're gonna nerf it, and I think they're gonna say that it only moves stuff now. So like you'll still be able to obviously use it for Blooming Dash Blade Dancer, but it won't do the other things. It won't give you a shield, and it won't take away debuffs. And then later on they will make it a talent. That's my my theory. I have no thoughts on anything else. I'd rather just see it. I like that they're changing Gargoyle and Priestess. If they're not, they gave talents to Priestess, but nobody uses it. So hopefully they change it and they make it better. Gargoyle, I don't know what they would change. I think it's very that deck even at low levels, is very susceptible to tribunal. Like if you have the setup and you get tribunaled and they all become level 2s and you have nothing, you have to dryad it again quickly, quickly before you die. It's too susceptible to tribunal. So I hope that they like just revamp the unit altogether, because in its current form, it's too easy to destroy. Even if it gets like shamaned, if like a level 3 gets shamaned and now it's a level 2, and now you have to upgrade it. You have to upgrade it to 2, or you have to give a level 2 dryad to it, because you can't run scrapper. You can't random it. So now you have to like make a level 2 dryad to give it to that thing that just got shamaned the one time. It's pretty bad. A number of other new features and improvements. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. Those are my theories. I think that they're going to give squares to heroes because they are obsessed with squares. And I think they're going to nerf Portal Keeper in the same way that they nerf Bombardier. I don't like it, but I think it's going to happen. They are, and what's funny is they already nerfed it. At max, you used to have a 2-second switch, and now it's a 5-second switch. So technically, Portal Keeper has already been nerfed. I think they're going to nerf it again, because I think it's too good. But yeah, those are my thoughts and theories. I'm really excited to see what comes of this.